Jingle Ball continues to get bigger. Great artist. Taylor Swift, that's pretty doggone good.
Just say the name Taylor in this house and see who says hi. Just see how many voices do you hear when you say Taylor tonight? There could be a couple of voices. Are you following me?
I'm following what you're saying. Are you saying there could be a couple of Taylors in here tonight?
I'm asking. You're here with ET and the mic flag. I'm asking if you say Taylor, how many people respond tonight?
So far, one.
So far, one. I think you should just keep saying Taylor.
And see if another Taylor responds.
Why not?
But also Jingle Ball's been great.
This is an opportunity for everybody to get together and hear all their favorite songs, one stage, one place. And who's hotter than Taylor? She's won every single award this year. We had to plan this show actually around award shows because we know that she'd have to go to one and win. It's true.
Busiest man in Hollywood. How are you balancing all this craziness plus Idols coming up? New Year's Eve, the show, the...
You know, honestly, when you say it like that, I'm a little bit worried about next year. How am I going to do all of that? I don't know. We've managed to pull it off each year. This year's going to be more on my plate than ever before. And I want to sleep in a little longer, so it's going to be a challenging year. But look at what I get to do for a living.
What has it been like being on a show that really is the franchise show for an entire network and that people have identified with so much? How does that feel?
I'm just having a really good time. I always have so much fun on the show, and that's all I'm ever really expected to do is just have a good time. And the character's so much fun, and the writing's always really good and consistent. And I think, you know, the show keeps on topping itself, so that can always be expected. Kind of expect the unexpected, you know?
All right.
For me, I grew up watching anything I wanted, and I expect nothing less from the show. So I like all the racy sexuality and partying and all that. I think it's the most fun part of the show.
Speaking of racy and sexuality, GQ, photo spread. It was incredible, though. It was really incredible. So few women are ever in that magazine, so it has to be an honor.
Oh, it was such an honor, and it's such a prestigious magazine. And I mean, I was very lucky, and you know, on the day, it was honestly one of the first times I've ever really explored that side, and so I just got comfortable.
The show's back. How exciting is that?
Yeah.
Start filming in January?
We start filming on my birthday, January 5th. That's our first day back. So, yeah.
Any secrets or anything you can tell us that's coming up?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you something. I mean, it just kind of depends on where our lives are at the time. I mean, a lot can happen in a month, you know? So, I don't know. We'll see where everyone is when we start shooting. I have no idea.
Where are everybody as far as friendships are concerned and who's digging who and who's not?
Like, who am I still talking to now that we're not
Exactly.
filming?
Exactly.
Let's see, Stacy, I see Brody, and that's about it. I just saw everyone in New York for the season finale.
How much of that translates to off the screen? How weird is it when you run into each other when you're shopping or in a club or on a regular day in LA? How does that happen? What's the...
Well, I think it's easier to see someone off camera because it's, you know, the cameras make everyone act a certain way, or it's just not real necessarily because people, you know, a lot of people change in front of the camera, or I don't know, they get a little weird. So seeing someone, for me at least, off camera is a lot easier. Like, you know, like I just said, we were in New York for the season finale, and Audrina and I were totally cool and got along, and you know, it was a lot of fun.
The PETA ad, and you tell me about it.
Well, this is my second PETA ad, and when PETA came to me to do another ad, I basically said, you know, it has to be something very controversial. I've been trying to help animals for years, and, you know, it's really hard to get the word out there. People are like, yeah, you know, they're so stuck living in their little bubble, they don't worry about it. So I'm like, you know what, if it's something controversial, people will talk about it. And even if it's a negative response or a positive response, at least I'm going to get the word out there how horrific, you know, the neglect of animals is, because I also did another campaign that was anti-fur. So, like, they skin these animals alive. And it's just horrible things that happen to these animals, and that's why I decided to do it.
All right, let's talk Dancing with the Stars. And how great was that experience, and what do you take away from that?
Oh my gosh, Dancing with the Stars was probably one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. It was definitely one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life because I was mentally and physically drained. It was just nonstop. But I'm definitely a stronger person just as a whole because, you know, I never knew I could get to the semifinals. I definitely exceeded my expectations of ever dancing that way, and it was just a wonderful experience.
What about bumps and bruises? Everybody got sick. I mean, have you healed? Are you feeling great now?
I've been really lucky. The only thing that I had was blisters, and I know it sounds, stupid, but they're so little, but they hurt so bad. Right. So that was like the only thing, and obviously, I had to get my, massages just because I was just really sore. But overall, thank goodness. I mean, Derek was getting more hurt than I am, so I guess I'm just a tough chick.